Final question on the Unit 1 paper was extreme environments. Generally, this question was done pretty well and saved a lot of marks for you. First question, fairly straightforward. Describe the change in mean monthly maximum temperature between February and July. Most of you picked up on the variations, most of you picked up on the changes, and most of you used data to support it, and that's what got you 2 marks. If you didn't, have a look at what was required using the mark scheme on the right hand side. Second question, define the term desertification. Most of you had a pretty good attempt at describing this. Again, it was 1 mark. There was 2 marks available, so you had to have some kind of development. You can see in the mark scheme here different ways of which this question could have been developed. Okay, if you didn't get 2 marks, look at it and then develop your answer. And finally, examine the adaptations made by people to help them live in extreme environments. This question was done really, really well. The only thing that was missing in some instances was use of specific examples, specific detail, and that was really what was required to get up into the level 3, 7 to 8 brackets. Most of you who couldn't remember anything were at least able to write something and came up with some really good ideas. Mark scheme here has got different examples talking about polar and hot arid and different things which different groups of people do, particularly adapting farming, buildings, clothing and energy. In general, a pretty well done question. If you didn't get the specific details, go to the textbook, pull up the specific details into your answer and develop that. Here we've got an example of a question which gets 8 marks. Have a read through it, think about why, use some of these ideas potentially in your answers. And finally, if you finish all that, here's a couple of questions to get you thinking. Examine the strategies used at a range of scales to protect extreme environments, so slightly flip on what's happened before, and then describe how flora and fauna adapt to extreme environments. In all likelihood, that's going to be attached to an image of some kind, so it might be to describe the image and then offer reasons behind why. So just be aware of that in the development of your answers. And that finishes the Unit 1 paper feedback.